Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, this Tab person, who was friends with Jeffree Star for 13 years and now has put out a long video, basically denouncing him and moving forward. And a lot of people are wondering about this. There are a lot of questions out there. Some people are saying, you know, yeah, thank God people are coming forward who are willing to speak out. And some people are saying, you know, it's really interesting how after 13 years are you making this decision now, especially since most people feel like Jeffree is a better person now than he was 13 years ago when his entire approach was the shock factor. And so people are questioning Tab's intentions. And I've also heard people question how come in his video he kept saying, and I'm not going to name names, and I'm not going to name names, but then he did say Rich Lux and named one name there. Why did he keep everybody else anonymous but mention Rich Lux by name? So a lot of people are wondering about his intentions. And so we are going to find out the answers today. If you're new here, I am both a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and we do get the answers by looking at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, please join the family, please subscribe, stay here a while with us. But let's go ahead and dig into this. Why don't we just go ahead and jump right on in? So yeah, where did this video come from? What were the intentions? He says it's not for clout. Don't follow his Instagram. Is that true? He says, I have money. I don't want to make money off of this. Is that honest? Why did he bring up Rich Lux's name if he was keeping everybody else anonymous? You know, people are just confused in these times. They don't know who to believe, what to believe. So we're going to look into it. What do you believe? Y'all can go ahead and say in the comments below if you believe or not. I've seen a lot both ways. So you let me know. My previous video that I did on this was whether or not Dramageddon 2 was planned. And what is going to happen now as we move forward, and is there going to be Dramageddon 3 and all that kind of stuff. So I laid it all out in that last video. I've also done a recent video on Tati and where she is and why we haven't heard from her and all that. So check out those old videos after this one if you would like to. If you like that kind of stuff, like I said, consider subscribing. Just consider. Just consider. Alright, so let's get into this. The whole thing around Tab. Let's see what we get. Well, that is a very interesting first card. The Death card upright. That's a hell of a way to start this. So we're fixing to get some answers. Some of this stuff is already being like, okay. Alright. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. So, let me go ahead and start talking. Hello camera. I'm here. Let's go ahead and start talking, see what we've got, see where this takes us. If we need to pull some clarifiers and further the story, by all means we will. The Death card, first and foremost, this is where this all starts. And the reason why this is interesting twofold is, one, the Death card is a Scorpio card. And since we're talking about Tab and what this is about, we know who a Scorpio is that this is about. Jeffree Star. He's the Scorpio. So this is already kind of setting the scene to say that this is about Jeffree Star. Now with the Death card upright, this means an ending. So then before I even get into that, then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, so, you know, the opposite of happy family, and we have Temperance. So what I'm seeing here is, and all alleged. All alleged. You see that there? All alleged. This is all alleged. What I'm seeing here is Tab feels really done with Jeffree Star. He's over it. Something happened to where, I don't know if it's a single event or if it's something that's kind of been building over time, but he's been starting to develop some sort of feeling some type of way about Jeffree Star, and he feels like, you know what, this has got to end, this has got to be over. I can't keep being friends with this man. And that's what he said in his video. However, the interesting thing that does come up is the Temperance card upright. This is a card in this case that's referring to timing. Like, you chose this timing in particular. Why? Why did you choose this timing? So I'm going to get a clarifier on each of these before I even go into this, because I just want a little bit more context about that. Okay. All right. Hair. I got 3 chihuahuas. There's going to be dog hair on everything. Okay, let me choose other clarifiers too on top of this because, what is with these messengers? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I want some additionals on these messengers here. And don't worry, I'll push the cards where you can see them. All right, let me move these over here for just the time being so that we can pull these down so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I pulled some clarifiers to get some extras on this particular set that we've got. So in terms of needing things to be over as it relates to Jeffree Star, there's something here that has to do with some kind of working relationship where in terms of a working relationship, things weren't so good. Things kind of did go badly. The Page of Swords saying, you know, had to have a very painful eureka moment about something, and the Queen of Cups in reverse saying, you know, definite hard feelings, somebody feeling cold and aloof. So beyond them just being friends and having a falling out on, and when I say falling out, I'm not saying falling out as in Jeffree knew about this, because Tab said in his video he's gonna think I'm the last person that would make a video like this. But more than this just being about friendship, there is something also going on that's kind of work or career related. There's something going on with that too. Whether or not Tab actually mentioned that, there's something going on with that too. Interesting. As it relates to the home and family thing, we have the heartbreak card from the past saying something in the past really, really bothered Tab. It kind of messed him up emotionally. Then as we get here, he kind of came into some kind of a space where he felt like, you know, this isn't going to work out for me if I continue to have this friendship, and in this space something's not going to work out for me. So there was a little bit here about preservation for self-interest that I'm seeing for Tab. So there is a little bit of that as well. What is interesting here, and here's the Temperance card. Let me pull this back up. No, wait, I'll put it here. Can't make up my mind. As it relates to the whole timing, remember how I said, okay, the timing is a little bit weird. You know, why now? You've been friends with Jeffree, for 13 years. You've, discussed things with him. Apparently, he said he's not a yes man and he'll bring things up. So, allegedly he's discussed things with Jeffree, but why come out now? Why make a public video now? If it's the last thing Jeffree would expect, why handle this like this without, talking to Jeffree first? Like, weird timing issues. And what I'm getting here is he feels like if he were to talk this out with Jeffree in private, and this is just what he feels like, whether or not y'all agree with that, he feels like if he were to talk to Jeffree in private, that it wouldn't go well, his opinion would just get bulldozed, and that Jeffree would be able to just keep doing business as usual, and it wouldn't get heard. So he figured there has to be a way that I am able to let go in a way that there's going to be a silver lining from this. So the way Tab was thinking is, if I take the timing now, because Cam Lester has come forward, Ashley Kyle has now made a video after my last one, and it's like, okay, if I choose now to speak when I think people might be receptive to listening, maybe people will see something and a silver lining will come out of this, whereas if I just approach Jeffree by myself, I will get shut down and nothing will come of this, no silver lining, is kind of what he's thinking, whether he's truthful on this or not. That's what I'm seeing here. So let me move these things up so that we can bring that other row right back in. So let me pull some extras on these three as well. Again, never hurts to get more context, right? Okay. Okay. So he felt like, I've already tried saying things and it didn't work. Anytime I've tried to talk to Jeffree, it didn't work. This isn't worth it anymore. I'm not going to try that. With this, it's kind of like, I felt like I couldn't really start something new, because I felt like, unless we kind of tie a bow around what's going on, I can't really start something new. This also means, because we have both of these cards, it also means that there was a part of him that was waiting to see the new Jeffree. Like, Jeffree's been saying, I've been doing a lot of work on things, things are getting better, I'm getting, I'm changing from my past, and he was kind of listening to that, being like, okay, I'll pause, I'll wait and see if you have changed from your past. But he felt like, this is not moving forward, so he felt like, no, there is no change, there is no new Jeffree. What is this? He's saying there is, but there's not, and I don't buy it anymore. And so there is a part of him that feels like that's lip service. I don't understand. Why are you saying that? But yet you're still doing these other things. These are still things that the old Jeffree would have done. So why are you saying you've changed? Is what it's looking like here. With the High Priestess in reverse, Three of Wands upright, let me pull a couple more clarifiers on these, because these could go in a couple different directions. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, again, this is kind of just plugging in on top of these to say, I'm just trying to come in and do what's right. There's some element of him that feels like he's doing what's right. He feels like he's doing a service, whether or not that's true or that what he's done is a good idea. Don't know, you know, but he thinks that this is what he felt compelled to do and that it was a good idea. Also on here, what is weird though is some part of this, there is some part of this, and I'm not quite sure, we might pull some more cards on it. There's some part of this where Tab allegedly doesn't have the best of intentions. There's something here, so it's not all pure intentions. There's something else, because this is somebody that's like, okay, now that I did this, let me see what happens. I want to watch what happens now and see as the result. I need to lay low. And it's interesting this card says I need to lay low, because he did make that video and then he deleted it, and he talked with Sanders Kennedy about it getting re-uploaded on Sanders' channel in a commentary type way. So what was this laying low about? You know, there's something with that. This is bringing a message about emotions. There we go. Now we're getting to some stuff. This is bringing a message about emotions, and emotionally there's stuff that Tab hasn't said. There's stuff he didn't say and he's not saying, allegedly. Because the moon card upright means secrets, hidden agendas, things that we're not saying. So that's not to say that none of this was true. Like I said, these things are coming up as truth, but there's more to it than just this. This is what we were presented with, which was valid, but there's more to it than just that. Apparently there's something else, some things that something he knows, or something that he wants, or some kind of a secret or hidden agenda that we don't know about, that Tab knows about. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me pull one more on this. Okay, wow. So, there's something going on in terms of somewhere, somebody feeling like they can't start something new. It's, you know, the things that they wanted to happen didn't happen how they wanted to happen. I'm seeing a female come up, some female that has somewhat of a nurturing energy, usually nurturing and loving and a good provider, and you know, that kind of thing. So usually someone that those are all positive things, that kind of energy, and that person walking away. So what is that? What is that? Let me go ahead and move this here front and center, because it looks like this is what we're going to work off of. So let's go ahead and move this here front and center. What is that? Okay, what is that referring to? Oh. Okay. Seriously? Whoa. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there, y'all. I got some... 1 second, please. Okay. So... So the part that he's not telling people, there's something that he's not telling people, again, talking about, I wanted to start something new, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. There's some kind of a nurturing, loving, providing, home and family type woman involved in this. Someone who is leaving. Don't really know what that could be about. That seems like something that may or may not come out in the future. But whatever this was, I have a Wheel of Fortune upright, and then, okay, so there's some aspect about Tab's video that is thought out, premeditated. And again, I'm not negating all of the things that he intended in his video to be a good thing. There were things in that video that's intended to be a good thing, and I'm not going to take that away. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying it's not just that. It's that, comma, and this. That there's some kind of something where it's like a premeditated thing, and it has to do with a man and a woman. Both the man and the woman are very, very strong, capable people. The woman is someone who is just like really lucky with money. She's makes good money. She can provide for herself. She's got herself set. And the man is a very kind of controlling and domineering man. And his part of him making this video has to do with that man and that woman. Interestingly enough. The Justice card in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse suggests that there's something either going on now or coming up that that was going on or is going to go on or is going on now that is not only not fair but has ties to something that may not even be legal. And these things are kind of disrupting this homeostasis, like messing up home and family and career and stuff like that. It's like, oh, this stuff is messing things up for me. It's, you know, things that would make my home, family, and career not end well. So, let me see if I can... Okay, I pulled so many cards. Let me just pull a few more, and then I might have to reshuffle this, and because this is getting really interesting here. I'm pulling clarifiers on clarifiers now. Oh, shit. Okay, so remember in my last reading, if you watched my last reading, if you didn't, then watch it after this, on Dramageddon, how there was a pile up here on our second round of pulls whenever I was asking what's going to happen next, and we started pulling some cards, and it became clear that these were cards for Jeffree Star, and I flipped one, I was like, whoa, that's the attorney card, that's a lawyer. We got a lawyer involved now, whether it's behind the scenes or where everybody can see. A lawyer is going to come up in the future over this, you know, is what I was saying. Here we go again. Lawyer just came up again. So as it relates to like trying to figure out who this woman is and who this man is, the woman that is involved in this in some way is a woman who is a bit on the reckless side. So remember how I said she makes a lot of money, she's rich, she can provide for herself, you know, all of that. She is also a very reckless type woman, and she is also an indecisive kind of woman that kind of flip-flops back and forth on what she thinks and what she feels, and she feels like she's gotten put into a situation here where she doesn't like either outcome. She feels like she's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't, and that she's in a weird tight spot. The guy that's being mentioned in this is, like I said, a very controlling and dominating type male. He's also a very immature man who has recently been feeling hurt feelings, raw feelings. So emotionally fairly immature, and someone that feels like, you know, woe is me that this is happening to me. This is screwed up and I don't like how this feels, kind of a feeling. The Justice card, remember how I was saying over here, it is about the legal system. There's something, this is an attorney. This is an attorney. An attorney is going to get involved some type of way. Somehow, some way, the legal system's gonna get involved as it relates to all of this stuff going on. I don't know if that means as it relates to what Tab said exactly, or if there are things that come up as a result of what Tab has said that's gonna bring this up, or and create this to happen. I don't know, but we got lawyers involved. We have lawyers involved. And on the whole, this wrecks my home, family, career. You're screwing up my home and my family and my career life here. I have spiraling out energy like, what the hell is going on? What is this? What is this about? What the, like that kind of hamster spinning in the wheel, being like, excuse me? And like the thoughts are just going wild. That's kind of what's going on around this. Yeah. So this legal thing isn't gonna go very well, because I don't know how much can be done here. I don't even know how much can be done. Interesting. Okay, let me go ahead and reshuffle, because we've only got about half the deck here. Half the deck is here. So let me go ahead and reshuffle. I know we're already 26 minutes into this. A lot of mess. I keep trying not to make long videos, but y'all, like... Hello? Do you see this? So... Those things, I don't want to, look too far into those things. Because that looks like it's about to get messy. What I want to know, the other question, since we've already been talking for this long and I want to be able to answer both, the other question was, why in the video say, I'm not going to name any names, and then you don't name any names until you get to Rich, and then you say Rich Lux or whoever or whatever, kind of acting like I said a name deliberately, but then I made, if that's how you say it, don't know whatever his name is, kind of thing. It's like, it sounds like you probably do know what his name is, and why did you name him then? So that is curious. So, okay, what about that? There's something there with Rich Lux as it relates to this Tab thing, and what about that? So let's see. Come on, cards. Get in the pile so I can shuffle. Okay. Alright. Let's pull some. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so that was a bit disingenuous of him in the video. So when people clocked that, they clocked that correctly. Like, why not say any names, but then you say Rich Lux, and then you kind of mispronounce his name so that you can pretend that you didn't really know his name, and whatever. But it seems here that was a bit deliberate, allegedly. Because what I get here is we have people celebrating, specifically 3 different people that are celebrating. And he kind of started to feel like he wasn't really in the fold as much. He started feeling kind of like, I'm not really as connected to this group anymore. I'm a little bit of an outsider. I don't really feel in with this group anymore. I'm gonna kind of hang low and kind of, stay to the side a little bit. I'm not really part of this party, kind of a thing. So things weren't really going the way that would feel very good to him. Here we have the collaboration card, and again, things not going the way I want, and kind of family, friend circles, emotional breakups per se. So there's some kind of, like, I don't think he likes, he might, okay, before I even, how about instead of trying to solve it, B, just pull up a couple of extra cards on it, get your context, girl, and then maybe you go in and say something. Yeah, here we go again with that. What is that about? Ooh. What is that about? Let me get another one on that. Okay. So, in terms of the whole not getting what you want kind of thing, like with the aspect of Tab feeling like he didn't get what he wanted, he felt like whatever that situation was, it happened at his expense, and he was kind of the person that was a bit trapped of knowing how to handle it and what to do. He didn't like how it felt. He felt like an underdog in it, and he felt like, again, this is a burden to me now. This isn't something I want. This isn't worth trying to keep up and hold up. You know, I'm not down with that. And then here again, as it related to some sort of collaboration, and this is friends, but again, remember 3 friends on an emotional level, and it's still 3 people on a collaborative level making money too. So there's something going on where it's like, you know, Jeffree and 2 other people, that he felt like those 3 are good friends, and they, you know, somehow make money with each other or off of each other, or some kind of, you know, like maybe even in the same field kind of thing, like, oh, you're in the same business or something like that, that there's some kind of a thing like that he wasn't feeling right about. He didn't like it. He felt like this isn't my gig, and I don't want to be a part of this. And he felt in some aspects like he was sold short by these people, or he was shortchanged by these people, you know, or something. Like there's some kind of like hurt or bad feelings, bad blood, sore feelings about this some sort of way. And then again, as it related to, this is that same card we saw earlier about like kind of that family friendship tanking, going sour, you know, breaking off. We see someone with a feminine energy that that was someone with a feminine energy that was backstabbed, and that this is a problem, and this is something that there will be some sort of judgment for. There will be some sort of judgment for. So this is interesting. Here we go again with that. Yeah, here we go again with these things. Some of these same things that we've been seeing. Like what? I'm telling you, these same people keep coming up. There's some hang up that he has. There's some hang up that Tab has. And it's like he's definitely using Rich Lux's name to elicit a response. So, you know, you choose not to say anybody else's name, but you're choosing to say his name. He's using his name because he wants to elicit a response. There's some weird bad blood in here about that circle of friends that are both friends and they're in the same kind of career lane, you know, making money with each other, and there's some kind of weird feelings about that, some kind of bad blood about that, some kind of feeling like I'm not a part of that group. It's interesting that he would have made that choice in this video. And we keep seeing this same person coming up, the same kind of controlling and domineering man come up. We see that some emotional woman, who she's really emotional, and sometimes when she's pissed off, she gets really cold and puts up a shield, puts up a guard. That woman, more mature woman, and when I say mature, I mean not super young, I'm talking like mid-20s or older. This woman, getting backstabbed in this situation some kind of way. And that's something that if it hasn't already come to light, it will come to light even more. And there will be some sort of judgment about that, some type of way. Let me ask a question. Oh, these dogs are going to start barking. I apologize. Okay, so just in terms of pulling a little bit extra, I need 2 on this. I need 2 on this. So 1 here, 1 here. Okay, so yeah, there's somebody here that has more information and knows more, but they're laying low on purpose right now. Somebody who could say more about this and weigh in publicly, but they're not right now. For some reason, they're not. The reason is they can't make up their mind. They're thinking 2 ways about something. They're trying to decide between this path or this path. So on one hand, they're looking to see, is there any other option, any other way that I can go, any other thing that I can do in this situation? Let me look out. It's like trying to get all your ducks in a row and figure it out and come up with a plan first. Like, I need to have a plan before I go public and say anything. I need to have a plan. So that's part of what is weighing on their mind. The other part of what's weighing on their mind is they're like, why would I bother doing this? Would I shoot myself in the foot if I did this? Because if I did this, then would it get me canceled? Would it screw me up? So there's somebody here that doesn't want to say anything because they're worried that they'll be canceled unless they find the perfect time and way to say something. The imposter syndrome. They don't think that they can get away with it. They don't think that they can come out and say something and get away with it. That whatever it is they come out and say, they're the ones that's going to end up on the chopping block. And that's a problem to them. They're really freaking out right now. Whoever this person is worrying, like keep yourself up at night type stress and anxiety. This person's heart has been broken over this. They are grieving about this, whatever it is. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay? Wheel of Fortune saying like that this is a really big time. They're trying to make a decision. This is one of those kind of like deal breaking. You make a decision, and whichever way you make this decision, there's no coming back from it, so you have to be sure. And part of me is like, I don't want to bite the hand that feeds, because I don't want to go that way and get screwed up by it. So they're thinking about it though. They're thinking about if there's a way that they could go public, that there's a way that they could say something. They're trying to get their resources together to feel okay to move forward. I think if I see the Chariot card upright, I think that eventually they will. I think that right now they're scared too. and they're anxious and they don't know how to come forward and what to do and what to say. But if this situation keeps building and evolving in such a way that they feel like, I can't be quiet anymore and I have a plan together and whatever this means for me, I think they will move forward and talk. This is talking about forward movement. This is talking about bravery, talking about having courage to try to make a decision to move forward. Yeah. And when they move forward with this, it's a decision where on one hand, it's at least walking away from some of the BS that they've endured, but on the other hand, they will lose out in some ways from this, like actually will lose out in a possible monetary way. Yeah. This is a double-edged sword for this person. That's why they're not wanting to come out, and that's why they're freaking out, because coming out would do good, but it would also screw them in some kind of way. It's a double-edged sword. So they're trying to figure it out. They're like, I am overwhelmed by all the options here. I cannot figure it out. There are too many options, and I am so overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do right now. So this person doesn't even know what to do. Again, mind in a hamster wheel. We saw this a second ago. That's more with the freaking out. Lover's card in reverse. The relationship is broken. There's no repairing the relationship, and people are going to notice that. People are going to find out and notice one day, hey, we don't have a relationship anymore. Boom. Here we go again. Cutting through some bullshit in the relationship. Might have to get an attorney. This is a lot going on, y'all. I've talked for 41 minutes. This thing, I need to pull this to a close. But who do you think? There's been a couple of men and a couple of women come up in here. Who do you think those people were in this reading? Do you have any kind of gut feeling where you're like, oh my God, this was talking about so-and-so? Let me know down below. I would like to know. I have a feeling that of one of the women that have come up in here is Trisha Paytas. I want to know what y'all think. And again, we're going to keep following this situation over time, see what happens. Subscribe if you want to be a part of that. If you want a private reading, email me at beestalksandtarot. I'll do, private video chat reading. You don't even have to have your camera on if you want to remain anonymous. As long as you can see me in the cards, I don't care. And my rates are really affordable, so, if you want that, sure. If you don't, just stick around for these videos. That's fine too. This is a whole lot going on. Everything here is alleged. But I hope y'all do come back and see me. And I am excited to see y'all again soon. I hope that one day I might actually hit 1,000 subscribers on my little baby channel here. And I reckon I'll talk at you later. Okay. Bye, y'all.